Today we discuss the chapter congruency. It is congruent triangles. This is not for the examination, just for your information. We are studying this chapter. What is meant by congruency? Congruency means two geometrical figures coincide exactly by placing one over other. Is called congruent to each other. Look at here. This is a line AB, another one line segment CD. When we these two lines will be coincide when we place one over the other, then we can say that AB is congruent to CD. Just like here is two quadrilateral, here is side AB is congruent to equal to side PQ, and this DC is equal to SR, and AD is equal to PS, BC equal to Q. That means all the four sides are equal to another quadrilateral PQR, sides of PQR. That means this quadrilateral ABCD is congruent to this quadrilateral PQRS. Okay. Now these angles are also equal, corresponding angles are also equal, but we are discussing only the congruence of triangle in this chapter. That means one triangle will congruent to another triangle, that means exactly equal, so exactly coincide, then we can say that they are congruent. The symbol using for congruency is look at here like this, this is equal sign, we have to draw one more line, this is the congruency, otherwise we can write it, the more upper line will be just sliding it. This is the symbol for congruency. Both of these can be used for congruency symbol. How will you select these two triangles are congruent? Look at the angle A is coincide with angle B, sorry, D, and angle B is equal to angle E, and angle C is equal to angle F. Just like side AB must be equal to DE, and AC must be equal to DF, and BC must be equal to EF. So we can say that the triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Okay. Now, how can we find this triangle when measurements are congruent? There are some postulates or some congruency theorems. Using that, we can say one triangle is congruent to another one. In case of congruence triangle ABC and DEF, this triangle we are discussing, the sides of the two triangles are coincide with each other, and they are called corresponding sides. Thus, a side AB and DC are corresponding sides, and BC and EF are corresponding sides, and AC and DF are also corresponding sides. The same way, the angle A is corresponding to angle D, and B is corresponding to angle E, C is corresponding to D, F. Okay, so that we can say that the corresponding parts of a congruent triangle are always equal. That means always congruent. Corresponding parts of a congruent triangles are always congruent. That is the method we are going to discuss. Now, condition for congruency, that means there are some conditions or postulates, we can say that, or theorem also we can say that they are, that is a condition for congruency. The first one, the three sides of a triangle are equal to three sides of another triangle, each to each, then that two triangles are can be said to be congruent. That means if three sides of a triangle is equal or congruent to another three sides of another triangle, we can say that two triangles are congruent. Here is an example. That is, this type of condition is known as side congruency. That is SSS congruency. We will read it as SSS. That means three sides. First, here AB is congruent to PQ, AC is equal to PQR, and BC is equal to QR. So that means these three sides of a triangle is equal to the another three sides of that second triangle. So that by the SSS congruency, side congruency, these two triangles are congruent. That is, triangle AB is congruent to triangle PQR by SS congruency. Okay, when that these two triangles are identical, we can say that corresponding angles are also congruent. Then the second congruency, if two sides and its including angle of one triangle are equal to two sides and including angle of another triangle each to each, then that triangle also congruent. That condition is known as side angle side. That means two sides and its including angle. That's known as congruency, second congruency. Okay, look at the example here. AB, first triangle AB is equal to XZ, then BC is equal to ZY, so not BC, BC is equal to XY. Okay, and the angle x is equal to angle B, that is the angle B is including angle of these two sides, and these equal sides are xy and xz. In between that the angle x coming, so angle x is equal to angle B, that is AB equals xy and BC equals xy, and angle ABC equal to angle zxy. So the triangles ABC is congruent to triangle XYZ by the congruency SAS, that means side angle side. Triangles will be congruent by SAS only when the angle including the corresponding equal sides are equal. Okay, that's condition you always remember. That means in this angle, those angles are equal in between, that is including equal sides must be there. The third congruency is that two angles and including sides of one triangle is equal to the two angles and including side of another triangle is known as angle side angle congruency. That is angle B is congruent to angle Q, angle C is congruent to angle R, and the corresponding including side is BC. C is equal to corresponding side QR. So triangle ABC is equal congruent to PQR. Okay, this is the third condition, third congruency. The fourth one, if any two angles of angles and a side, not the side is including one, if one angle is equal to two angles and corresponding sides of another triangle, then we can say that congruency is known as angle side. Okay, that is the fourth condition, and that triangles are said to be congruent. Here is look at here. In this triangle, side AC is not including the angle in between the angles. Angle BA equal to angle Q, angle C equals to angle R, but the equal side is not including one. It's another side. AC is equal to PR, that is angle side. Okay, that if that is the fourth condition, angle side condition. But this condition is not always, we cannot use. Sometimes it is not some questions it is not satisfy. Okay, so next moving the next category, the next condition, if the hypotenuse of one side of a right angle triangle are equal to the hypotenuse of one side and another right angle triangle, then the two triangles are congruent by the condition that right angle hypotenuse side, that is RHS. By using the congruency, RHS congruency, that two triangles must be equal. Okay, if three angles of a triangle are equal to three angles of another triangle, then the triangles are not necessarily congruent. Sometimes it may be, but not necessary they are congruent. That means if for the condition, at least one pair of corresponding sides must be equal for each condition. We have discussed 5 conditions. In any one of these, we must have one side must be equal for any pair. In one of the pair of the sides must be equal, then only we can this congruency satisfy. That is, therefore angle congruency test is not a test for congruency. Always remember that. Here we can discuss one example. State whether or not the following pairs are congruent. Look at here. This first triangle, angle B is 20, angle C is 50, and this BC side is equal. Corresponding triangle, this angle X is 110, this triangle Y is 20, but we have to find this angle Z, because we have comparing these base angles, and in between these sides, this side BC is equal to Y side. That is, we are going to find out the angle, third angle A is also we are going to find out 180 minus 20 plus 50, that is 110. And for the second triangle, angle Z equals 180 minus 100 plus 20, that will get 50. That means it is also 50. Then we can easily say that angle C is equal to angle Z, angle B equals angle Y, and BC equals angle Y, side YZ. That is, two angle and corresponding sides are equal. Then we can say that two angles and corresponding sides including sides is equal. So triangle ABC is congruent to triangle XYZ by ASA, angle side angle congruency. These two triangles are congruent. Like this, so many proofs are questions are there. We can prove this using this congruency, but for the examination this chapter is not included. For time being, from our this in our radio syllabus, we have just identified what is the congruency. We can just go through this first set of questions. Look at here, these two triangles are given. We have to check these are congruent. Both of our triangle has one angle is 90, That means is 90 means it is a right angle triangle. Its hypotenuse is not, this hypotenuse is 4 and this one it is not given. Okay, one of the sides is given, but according to right angle triangle we must have, and so right angle hypotenuse theorem, that RHS is right angle hypotenuse and another one side must be equal, but the given measurement is not sufficient, so these two triangles are not congruent. Now look at the second set of question. Here is given this side is corresponding to this side, this one is corresponding to this one, and this angle is given 110. Base angle 7, but we have to get this angle. 40 plus 30 will get 70. 190 minus 70, that is 110. That is this angle we got 110. Now look at here, this side is corresponding to this one and second one is equal to this side, and in between the angle is 110. So that means these two triangles are congruent by side angle side congruent, side angle side congruency. Now moving to this one angle is equal to another one, but the side, this side is 4 centimeter, this side is also 4 centimeter, the another corresponding side is 5 centimeter for here, but this is not given, so these are not congruent. Moving to this one, all the three sides are given, that is we can check the congruency side, side, side. Base one side is 6, here is also one side 6 we got, these two sides are equal, and here is 4 and here is 4, these two sides are equal, and this is 5, this side is equal to the third side dot. So these two triangles are congruent by yes, yes, yes. Okay, now look at here, this is one angle is 90 and here is both the triangle has 90 degree, and hypotenuse given as 8 and here is hypotenuse 8, and one another side is 1 is 4 and the one side of this triangle is also 4, that is by RHS, right angle hypotenuse on another side. These two triangles are congruent. Now moving to this one angle is equal to another one, these two angles are equal, these two angles are equal, this is 6 centimeter and this is 6 centimeters. Angle side, angle side, these two triangles are congruent. Like this there are so many questions, we have to prove it using this congruency. For this year this is not for your syllabus, you will study details in 8th standard. Okay, thank you.